Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to have another Nürburgring blast because it is the weekend. So what do we have this week? Last week we did the Aston Martin Valkyrie, which I have to say was a thrilling ride, really good, almost a sub 6 minute lap. In fact, I might actually go back and try it again and maybe sweat it a bit and see how quick we can send that thing, because that was some serious good fun. But we're going to try one of the other two cars. So there's a Subaru and a Mitsubishi added in the last patch, last update, and we are a Mitsubishi family. So of course we're going to try the Mitsubishi. So we're going to try the Mitsubishi Evo 3. We used to have a Mitsubishi Evo 9, so a bit different, but we're going to try this one. So this one is actually a little bit less powerful than the Subaru at only 264 horsepower, but is like nearly 200 kilos lighter. So it's going to be interesting how it does go up against the Subaru if and when we do that. Stay tuned to the channel to find out. So time-wise, how fast do we think this is going to go? I'm thinking around about the 8:20 mark. So I think it'll lose out on a lot of the top end straight line speed just because we only have 264 horsepower. But let's go and find out and see what it does. So the Mitsubishi Evo 3 versus Nürburgring. Let's see what we can do here. So we're sitting at a lot higher than we was in the Aston Martin last week, so that's a big difference there. Right, flat out across the start finish line, hard on the brakes, down one gear, second gear, a bit of understeer, so right, powering out, all the way down the hill we go now, up to fourth, gonna lift off, get the nose in, back on the power, on comfort soft tyres, so not a sticky tyre at all. Down we go into third, switch from left foot to right foot braking, or right to left even. Right, we're in a road car, we're in a rally bred road car, so we can abuse some of these curbs here and try and save us a little bit of distance and thus time. Down on the brakes, so when you get on the brakes, front end pitches in quite aggressively, but it definitely means the rear is quite live. It almost feels like a Renault Sport car in the way you can steer it with the rear. Right, flat out towards flung plats, top of fifth, well, top of fourth into fifth, and then up over the top. I'm going to go down one gear, get that nose in, search for the grip, and then power out. This is a 5-speed car, so you can feel you get into fifth and the power just drops. We've only got 246 of these horsepowers under the front, so it's not to be sniffed at on a road, but on a big track like this, we definitely struggle. Schridenkreuz, it's not flat. Dab a brake, get the nose in, back on the power, and then hard on the brakes. All the way down to third. Almost went round there. Back on the power. A little bit of understeer. We use the curb to kind of arrest that. Flat out through the foxholes we go. Got gravity with us, so into fifth and top gear. Flat out. Keep that accelerator buried through the compression, and then on the brakes, over the rise, down to third. Just try and keep it a bit neat and tidy. Use second, front tyres, struggling with doing the majority of the braking there, turning direction and then getting on the power. Right, out the chicane, up to fourth. Right, you can see the Rebel tree is not coming out as quick as some of the other cars, that's for sure. Going to hold fourth. God, that 4G63 was crying in pain then, and then hard on the brakes all the way down to third. You can see there the rear steering the car, so almost zero steering into the corner. Up over the rise, right, downhill braking, quite a tricky one here. Just try and keep it nice and close and back on the power early. There we go. Up to fourth, fast chicane through here, try and keep it in with the camber, and then we've got miss hit miss. Dab a brake. See that rear once overtaken, help us turn, wasn't wanted there, we're a little bit wide. Right, down to slowest corner on the track, we'll take third, down to second, come on, turn in, and then back on the power, up to third. Right, pulling through there, that's nice. I definitely feel like a little bit softer top, grippier tyre will probably be most welcome on this car. I feel like other than that it's quite nicely balanced. I think that's where its biggest benefit could come from. Right, up the hill we go. The louder kink should be easy flat. In fact, we'll go for 5th as we go through. Yeah, easy flat, and then hard on the brakes. All the way down to 3rd, braking a straight line, try and get that nose in. And power on early, she just didn't want to go to the apex though. Right, flat out up the hill. I think this is where we're going to struggle with a bit of power again. 246 of those great Japanese horses. It's not a lot. Yeah, we're up to 5th, but the speedo is absolutely useless, as you can see. It shows kph and we're already at the end of it, so I've no idea if we're accelerating or not up here. So let's just enjoy the ride. Flat out though, go towards the right as we've got Bravery Corner coming up here. This is going to be dabber brake, down 1 gear. Whoa, that was dicey. Right, let's hold 4th. Up over the rise we go. 4G, he's not enjoying these high revs. And then hard on the brakes. All the way down to 2nd. Come on. Oh. Ah, we misshifted there. Missed 3rd, unfortunately. Right, we'll keep it going though. Into the carousel. Back to 2nd. Get the nose in. Come on, come on. Get on the power though, and just get a lot of understeer through there. Right, up to 3rd. Got 3rd this time. Didn't miss it. Right, flat out roller coaster section. So let's see if the lightweight Evo can make some time up on its contemporaries through here. Oh, down to 3rd. Up over the rise. She's quite playful in the way she'll nose in on the rear. Right, down towards Vipperman. Flat out again, and we're going to lift, get that nose in, a little dabber brake, abuse the curbs. We can abuse the curbs here, so we will abuse the curbs. There we go, nice. This corner, don't know its name. If you know, put in the comments down below. And then down into the Brunchen section, otherwise known as YouTube corner down here. I'm going to use 3rd. Whoa, she's a wily little fox round here. Rev the nuts off it. There's no point in going for 4th there. Oh, that's a lot of understeer though. Look, come on. Yeah, there we go. I think the front tyres are starting to feel the abuse of the constant cornering there. Probably getting a bit too hot. Right, up over the rise we go. Flat out through this quick left. Got a bit of a jump. Jump. Dabber brake in 4th. Try and carry the speed. Come on. Come on, little turbocharged. 4G63, come on. Oh, we're almost off. 2 wheels off there, that was sketchy. Right, flat out through the Stefan Bellafes. Yes, using a curve there to arrest the slide. And then, as per usual, the worst corner on the track. Down 1 gear, rear wants to steer us. Definitely helped us then. Dabber brake. Down to 3rd. And then we'll use 3rd through the baby chicane. Baby carousel. Kleiner carousel. Right, last corner before Dottinger Her. We need to get a good run through here and a good exit. Dabber brake. Get the weight over the front tyres. Just coming off the power a bit there because we're going to get some understeer as we come barreling down the hill. Right, flat out. I believe it's a kilometre between this bridge and the gantry. So we've already hit 5th gear, so it's a case of just sitting back and relaxing for a little bit. We can enjoy the views of the Nürburg Castle. In a bit we can even look at the Devil's Diner, but not much we can really do here. It's definitely a 5-speed car because we are not accelerating anymore. It doesn't feel like we are. So there goes the diner. There's the entry to the track for the tourists. And then last few corners, so let's see what we can do here. Remember, comfort soft tyres, so a little bit lacking on tyre performance through here. I'm actually going to lift a little bit, get on the brakes. Whoa, just about made it. Come on, up over the grass. 2nd gear for the final corner. On the power. There we go. Right, drive for the line. Come on, little fella. Or girl. There we go. We made it to the end. Wow. So this definitely felt like maybe an 820 kind of lap. It's good fun. Improvements. I feel like we're definitely down on power, which is obvious, but also the tyre doesn't quite feel up to it. It'd be nicer to have, maybe it doesn't need to be super sticky because then you can completely change it. It'd be nice to have a slightly grippier tyre, especially on the front. Other than that, it's quite enjoyable. It's quite playful. It'd be interesting to do this back to back with the Subaru. So if that is something that you want to see, give it a like, give it a comment downstairs, and we'll see if we can do the Subaru and see how that is, because I think that is 200 kilos more, but about another another 40 horsepower, which is quite a lot, and probably a 6-speed gearbox. So let's see what time it's done. That is an 8-minute 14 lap, which is exactly where I thought it would be, around the 8:15, 8:20 minute barrier. So let's see where that puts it with the rest of the cars. So that puts it in 72nd position, so just a little bit slower than the MX-5 touring car, but a little bit faster than the go-kart. So pretty much where I expected it. It'd be interesting that the Subaru is known for breaking the sub 8-minute lap round here, so it'd be interesting to see how that does. Is that 15 seconds faster? Let me know if you want to see that. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed our journey here together. If you did, subscribe, put a like down below. If you didn't, perfectly fine. Put a comment down below how I can do it better, and hit the thumbs down button. That's no problem. But until that time, goodbye and have a good one.